Twin Birds JFW Movie Awards 2023.
South Indian Queen.
நீங்க நடந்து
I request everyone. I request everyone to switch on the video. Kindly, please. As for this, raise your hands, those who want to present their papers in the conference. By the way, I can call you out your names after the guest lecture speech is over. Yes. Great. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. 9 participants are willing to do it, right? What about remaining? Okay. Dears, it is mandatory. Please switch on the video. Hello everyone, am I audible?
who has to be empowered? Okay, so I want to say here that no. So I believe that no, if you are cameras are switched on, I can be very live to talk with you. Okay, I do not know whom to talk. I can talk with. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I request everyone to please switch on the video, please.
Yes, please.
So
Okay,
then
we
the
can
class
have
will be very much interactive.
so can we can so that you can interact, have interaction.
Yes.
You can mute your mics. Okay, but you can switch on the cameras comfortably if you are comfortable. Okay, right. Very good. So uh, yes, I think so I don't know. Is it very big or not? I do not know from my screen. I do not know. Okay, so is there any other settings to make it big? Right. Okay, thank you very much. So I'm in the first topic itself, human empowerment. So who has to be empowered? Who has to empower? Okay. So even though I say that no man enslaves women, okay, it is women themselves enslave their own, okay, gender. So I bring this also in my place, okay, in my discussion. Okay, so let me go ahead now. Right. Uh, Actually, yes, women empowerment. Women empowered totally and treated equally with the man in Indian society. So this is a thing. Okay, okay, even today, we can see that no women are not empowered. Okay, wherever the calamity is going on, women are are the victims. Okay, it is very much seen. Okay, in many places. So, as it is a politics, I don't want to disclose now. Yes, but you all know what is going on now at the present day world. Okay, so in the name of okay power, the name of power, women are enslaved. Okay, many women are being what is this? Okay, hammered on the head. Okay, so where is empowerment? So before that, I want to say that no, what is called empowerment? Yes. So there are many dictionaries says many things to us. Yes. So let me say that no, voicing for marginalized. So one of the empowerment is that no, voicing for marginalized. Okay, so we think that okay we give you equality to women. No, okay, I told you, our traditional thought okay makes us think that no, no, I should not. Okay, even though I say I want to liberate, my society says that you have given more freedom to your wife, to your okay, so and so. So women versus patriarchal society. Okay, patriarchal society. We say that this land is called as motherland. Okay, yes. What is this? Bhumitai, Mother Earth. But Mother Earth will not be noticed. Will not be noticed. Okay. So I have taken two people here. Okay, uh, Tendulkar and Girish Karnad, because actually the topic is that no, it is a kind of a thing. A vast areas given to me. Okay, but I think that if I focus on one or two writers or play dramatists and their plays, you can understand you can understand what is liberation, what is empowerment, what is called voicing for the unvoiced, what is called voicing for marginalized, everything. Okay, so I have taken these two people, Vijay Tendulkar and Girish Karnad. So they talk about liberating women. So what is called practical society? See, there are many plays, many novels are there. Okay, are there where okay, men are being appreciated. Okay, they are adored. They are adored. But 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 when a girl is okay, when a girl is born, she is okay, but yes, she's treated like something else, something like an object, something like an object. They think that it is not a thing of joy. Okay, the thing of joy. Okay, John Gates says that no, a thing of joy is a thing of beauty is joy forever. Okay, but when a girl child is born, they don't think that like this. Okay, and then I talk about social cultural matrix. Okay, so social cultural matrix is that no, yes, even today women are in the kitchen, not a man, not a man. Okay, you see, I'm working off a whole day, but I go here some okay only okay, what is it? Rarely I go to kitchen, but always women is there in the kitchen. So what is called this society? Okay, I need this kind of answers here. Right. So let me take first of all the silence. The court is in session. Okay, I'll come again to even the empowerment once again to take answers from you. So there is a character called Leela Banner, the central character. Okay, there are many men characters, including women. Okay, self-respect versus mock trial. You see, there is a set of amateur actors. They want amateur actors. They want to okay. They want to stage. Okay, a small thing, but they bring the life of Leela Banner. Okay, Leela Banner becomes the victim of the play. She is the teacher. She is a teacher. Okay, I think many of you know about this. About know the story. Silence session. Many colleges prescribes this. This play. Okay, she's somehow being trapped by the actors. All are men. All are men. Okay, so slavery versus emancipation. Okay, she's a teacher. She can do what she likes, but she's not given rights. Many people they talk ill of her. They take the personal life to the stage. Okay, because we have a default thought. That's what I say, traditional thought. Women are inferior to men. Women are inferior to men. Then where can we give empowerment? Okay. You see, if a woman does some kind of say for example adultery, there is man also. Here there is a man called veteran uncle. Okay, Professor Damley. Professor Damley. But they are not questioned. Okay, they are not questioned. Okay, you see, this is the final verdict. Infanticide against the crime of infanticide. Okay, she aborts. She wants to abort, actually. She wants to abort. But they say that she should not. Okay? At last, the verdict is given infanticide. Okay? Infanticide against the crime of infanticide. Hypocrisy. This is what I say, hypocrisy. Okay? Yes. Leela Benner is questioned. Throughout the play, she is tortured. Throughout the play, she is tortured. Okay? Even she gets fainted. But at last, Tendulkar voices for her. He gives empowerment to Leela Benner. She talks, say for example, a long conversation there where she talks for herself. Okay, so it is her liberty. It is her individuality. Okay, a teacher, as a teacher, if a man can question whether she teaches very well or not, but not her personal life. So this is the This is the story of the silence, the court session. This is my verdict that the court is in silence. When session is on, the court is in silence. The silence towards empowerment, the silence towards liberty of women. Okay, but here Tendulkar at last voices for her, and everybody gets down. Right? So this is a story. Next one. Sorry. Next, the play is called as Kamala. Next play is called as Kamala. See here, this is the theme of this drama or play. Flesh market needs to prove flesh trade. Okay. In Bihar, even today, women children are being sold for just a meager amount, no? So I don't think that they can be sold for highest amount. No, not like that, I say. Okay? Many farmers, because in order to come out of their what is called poverty, they sell the women. Okay, it is one reason only. The second reason, they don't want girl children. They don't want girl children. Oh, our India adores women, but only in the story, only in the mythology, but not in reality. Yes, the flesh market. The flesh market needs to prove flesh trade. Here there is a man called Jai Singh Yadav. His profession is journalism. He's a journalist. Okay? Sarita is wife, Kamala is that girl. Okay? There are two things are here. One is called as husband and wife relationship. Another one is called as master and slave relationship. Okay, journalists, in order to prove that there is flesh market in the society, he buys Kamala and brings her home. She's dirty, but she's never allowed by the man to be clean or neat. She is kept as it is because he wants to prove that the flesh market is there, the flesh trade is there. Okay, so he leaves her as it is, as he brings her home. Okay, because he wants to give a breast meat. Sarita keeps quiet. Sarita keeps quiet. So Kamala is not brought by that. Kamala is brought by Jai Singh not to misuse her. Okay, not for any kind of molestation, but in order to prove that this market is there, in order to get promotion, in order to prove his job, his journalism, he brings Kamala. Okay. So what is this? Kamala never opens her mouth. Her dresses are torn here and there. Okay, but at last Tendulkar voices through Sarita. Okay, and Kamala gets liberation at last. Okay, so we can think of that in other way also, whether Kamala gets liberated or not. Okay, Gashram Gotwal. I told you already that no politics plays vital role in our life. Yes or no? There is nobody to answer me. Sorry, okay. I feel very sorry. Okay. Yes.
Is the class to be interactive, please?
Yes. See, this is called as conference. This conference is online webinar. Okay. If I myself talk means, then okay, this is monopoly. No. So we should make it as an interactive session. You can answer. Okay. Today politics plays a vital role. Vital role in victimizing women. Victimizing women. Okay, from the day one, say for example, first century to this, okay, 20th century or third millennium, okay, women are victimized. Gashiram, in order to get his post, Gotwal. Gotwal is policeman. Okay, Nana Padnavis is a king. He wants this daughter. Okay, he's a okay womanizer. He's a womanizer. So victimizing even wants daughter to win the game. Okay, so he victimizes his daughter. Okay, so you see why? Because he wants to take revenge upon the that society. That not society means that the government. We can say the government. Nana Padma's government. Once he was beaten by the by the soldiers. So in order to take revenge upon everybody, he wants to take the post of Gotwal, where he wants to control everybody, for which he tender daughters. Life is being victimized. Yes. Okay, she's unvoiced throughout the story. Even she's being killed. Okay, what's the use? Okay, woman is a slave forever. Woman is a slave forever. So this is a story of Gashram Gotwal. Whether Gashram wins his game? No. Nobody can achieve in other way. Okay. If I want to win, I have to show my power, my intelligence. Okay, my intelligence, but not enslaving my own daughter. Okay, right. Next one. Sorry. I think I have to go there. Where should I go? Yes, I should go to main document. Okay. Sakram Binder. The next one. Okay, you see, Sakram Binder is a man. Okay, he is a coarse and impressive personality. His voice, his mouth is full of foul language. Full of foul language. Ridiculing human is his life. Okay. He brings in Lakshmi and Champa. Okay, two characters. Okay. he enslaves in the name of what is called as maid, servant maid. He wants to use as he likes. Okay. We can't question. Marries Rani not for leading life, but to cook. He might have brought some servant. Okay. Sorry, there is a spelling mistake, I think so here. Liberating. He should come there. No? Am I correct or not? I'm not sure. Liberating. Yes. He should come. Okay, I think I have omitted he, I think so. A spelling mistake. Sorry for this printing devil. Right. So Naga is a character who resembles as Aparna. So to the double role, what we say dual role. Okay, but not dual role. Okay, now only one person Aparna is there. Another person is Naga. Naga is a snake, cobra. Naga is a cobra. Okay, and then okay, it takes the shape of Apana. Okay, so we let us call Cobra as he. Okay, right. So you can see that no, Aparna enslaves Rani. She is in lock and key. Okay, lock and key. But that is the one comes here to liberate. Okay, by giving magic. Okay, magic root. Okay, magical root. Okay, to mix up in the curry. She does becomes red. Okay, without okay, she has her that her my what is this? Her heart never allows her to give to Aparna for his food. She throws it in the ant hill. There, Naga is there, Cobra is there. It drinks. Now it is attracted towards Rani, so it takes the shape of Aparna. Okay, so in the daytime, Aparna is rude. At night, he is very polite. She has doubt whether it's Apana or not. But one day Naga gets wounded, injured. Okay, now so Rani wants to apply some medicine. While applying medicine, she suddenly sees a mirror where she can see that it is the cobra in the shape of Apana. But she keeps quiet. Why? Because she needs love. She needs love. Here, Karnad liberates Rani through Naga by enjoying the liberty. Enjoying the liberty. Okay? Yes. Okay. And then, elevation of Rani, her marital status. Now, Apana never loves Rani. That means never had anything else with her. But but Naga, okay, very close to her, okay, and and she becomes pregnant. Now there is an issue. Who is the father of the child? Rani says, you are the father of the child. Apna says, no, I never be a man to her. Okay, so you see, Apana's carnal pleasure is there. He was never questioned. He was going every night, leaving alone Rani. But here it is Rani's innocence. So, what Apana indulges in is carnal pleasure. What Rani indulges is called innocence. Because she thinks that it is her husband. Then only she comes to know. But she keeps quiet because she loves that kind of love. Okay? So there is a panchayat, village panchayat. She is she's under ordeal. What ordeal? Okay? Red heart, iron. Okay? So given to her. She has to hold that one. Then she says that no, let me take this cobra from the ant hill. I'll hold it. If the cobra bites me, then I have sinned. If not, no. Okay, she also undergoes the snake ordeal. Okay, she wins the game. Aparna is dumbfounded. He cannot talk anything else. This is what is called culture, socio-cultural matrix. Okay, but even after then, Naga lives under her trails. Okay, right. So this is the next thing. Okay. So next one, let me say, the fire and the rain. Okay, fire and the rain. Two girls are there. The two men are there. Right. Okay. Here, Aravasu versus Paravasu. Two characters are there. Okay. Who can love whom? Okay, Nithilai is a self-devotion. Vishaka is an emancipated woman. Okay, how cruel they are. So you can think of this one. Okay, Vishaka is pictured as an emancipated woman. How? You can read the play. Okay, right. So this can be okay. This can be viewed in Hayavadana. I do not know whether I have this play now. Uh, so and then we have Ayati. Ayati versus Puru. What is this? Okay, one is the father, another one is son. Okay, Yayati has cursed old age, and then Puru has illuminating youth. So what happens? Chitralekha and her feelings. Here, a father is the king who he wants to always indulge in his carnal pleasure. Yes. So what happens that no sensual pleasure he wants to get the youth from his son. But son is married. Son is married. He asked for his youth because it is given. He was cursed. He was cursed with old age. So, but that is an alteration given there. If he gets the youth from his son, then he can be ever youth. He takes he prays to his son, and he was also given the youth. Okay, and throughout the play, he enjoys everything. Chitralekha now questions. Okay, what happens? This is a story of Ayati. Wedding album. So this is a dramatic monologue. This is something modernity. After long years, he writes. Carnot writes this wedding album. It is called a dramatic monologue. There are two things are there: wedding album and the flowers. So I have taken this one. Okay, so it is purely Indian culture and versus American culture. Yes. So traditional way of finding bridegrooms of one's daughter. Okay, so we always go for that, kind of a family traditional. Okay, to get alliance for the child. Likewise. So here we can see that modern technology plays a vital role. Okay, so our topic is not that. So it is also between rich and poor, Vidula versus Yamuna, family honor. Okay, is there any end? For example, I may come from village. Okay, when I come to town or city, I want to live the life of city or town. When I go back to a village, I won't go along with the with the village activities. That is what is called a tradition. Okay, I want to say something else. Yes, I want this thing. So that is a kind of Indian culture versus American culture. Okay, so these are things I brought here. So the conclusion is that no, what is called liberation. So I have omitted Hayavadana here because Hayavadana described for everybody else. No? Yes or no? So I omitted this one. So even then I can argue about, I can give some gist about the lesson here. Yes, Hayavadana. Okay. What's the story? The story. Okay. Who's the character? Suddenly, I got blank. Okay. So
Batmini.
very good.
Batmini will be continuing Batmini.
Devadatta, yes, Devadatta and one more character. One more character. Devadatta is
Kapila.
Brahmin.
Kapila.
Kapila.
Yes, yes, good, good.
Kapila, very good. Iron Man. Iron Man. He's a man of steel. Okay, he's called very good, very good. So you see, Devadatta is a Brahmin where he goes with one. He's all kind of rituals and rites. Whereas Kapila knows to love women. Let me not say, don't say women. Love Padmini. Okay. See, Padmini needs a man of body and mind, where Karna liberates Padmini to have both. To have both. Okay. Even she gives birth to a child also. Right. So what happens? Both of them. So Devadatta cuts his head, but Kapila cuts his head, but their heads are interchanged. Okay, but there is a big thing. Okay, in Manu, laws of Manu, what happened? Okay, head rules the body. So what happened? Soon they get interchanged. What happened? So Padmini's desire is being fulfilled. Okay, so here she is empowered. She is empowered. Unvoiced being voiced. Okay, we may think that no, it is not in Indian culture. Okay, but she never goes out of the culture. Out of the culture. Okay, there is a monk says, head only, head wins over the body. So she takes Devadatta's head with her, but Kapila's body. Okay, and then again Devadatta's head, okay, wins the body, and what happened? The whole body becomes Devadatta, and then there will Kapila. So she goes there to the forest. Okay, so this is the story of Hayavadana. Right. So I want to say that no education. There are many things are there. So another Bali the sacrifice. Bali the sacrifice. Another drama. Okay, by Girish Karnad. Okay, where the queen is liberated by Karnad to have her desire with another man. Okay, he is called as Elephant Man. Okay, so nobody can say against her. The king becomes mom. So we have to put an end to violence and cruelty. I say here, why? Because even today we can see that no. Okay, yes. Now we can say, we can reveal the the state where people are undergoing. Okay, what is this? Victimization. Okay, it is not slavery. It's not slavery. It is against women's. Women's liberation. Women's liberation. They are unvoiced. They are unvoiced. So wherever calamity is going on, women are tormented, molested. Okay? They are asked to go naked. What is this? Okay? Yes, we need liberation. Institution of marriage. Devadatta marries Padmini, but Padmini is ignored by Devadatta. But Padmini needs more than that. Contractual relationship. Apana Rani. Aravasu, Paravasu, Vitulai and Vishila. Okay? Vishaka. Yayati. Okay? What is this? Everything. Say for example, Leela Banner. See, Leela Banner is a small child. She was molested by her maternal uncle and then Professor Damley, but both they are not questioned. Equality. What is called equality? When I think, okay, a woman as myself, then it is equality. Education. Everybody should be given education. Okay. Okay. There are many novels are there. To name the novels. Bharati Mukherjee, no? Yes or no? Okay, her novel is there, where women are not given when women are not given education. They say that no, uh, you are going to another house. Why should I educate you? But today, at many home, many houses, women only take care of the child, their parents. Okay, at many, I say many. Okay, not completely. Okay, right. So empowerment. Empowerment means a woman should be socially, politically, culturally, economically be liberated. Okay, given power. What she wants to think, what she wants to do, she should do. Choose a stage. It is called as liberation. This is called as empowerment, right? So I think I have done my justice here.
Yes,
So
sir.
questions you can ask me now.
Yes, dear participants, is there any questions to ask? Maybe you're free to ask. Any query?
Resources and secondary sources. First you read and then you go for research. First of all, a vast area, it should come like this. At last you take a book, what you want. Okay. From there you choose the topic. Try to get secondary sources for the topic. Right? So I want to say many things to you. Uh, okay, because interaction is not there, I feel aloof. Okay, right. Right. So thank you very much. Thank you for giving chances, Nanda. Thank so Sumatra
Yes,
for
sir.
yes.
So this is a wonderful session, sir. Really, it is wonderful and informative sessions for everyone to attend it. Really, thanks for the wonderful chance for given to everyone to get a valuable speech. Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir,
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you.
presence
Thank
and
you. Thank
wonderful
you. Thank you.
answers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Everybody,
Thank you.
please give a big hands to everyone. To Amalraj, sir. Please give, please, everybody. Yes, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent.
I want to how
Thank
to
you.
give clap. I from my side want to know. Thank you very
Yes,
much for all the participants. Okay.
yes, sir.
So one more request I can place before you. If you want me to take more the whole internet in English, you can have an episode. Okay,
Yeah, yes, sir.
okay. We can have two authors per session. Okay, likewise you can decide. I can come and help you. So thank you very
Yes,
much.
sure, sir.
Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Go ahead with more kind of services. I wanted to
Yes,
do
thank you.
but I couldn't do because
So it was a wonderful section, sir, and I could get many stories and many titles of the story which I have not heard, and you had said many interesting stories from many novels, and it was really wonderful, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Thank you very
very
much.
good,
So
Vinaya.
they are called as these are the plays. Not I didn't take any novel. Okay, I took only the plays. Vijay Tendulkar and Girish Karnad. There are four people are there in the same contemporary writers. Mohan Rakesh, Baja Sarkar, Mahesh Dattani, Tendulkar and Girish Karnad. So five of them there. So you can go and read, right? So Bala Sarkar means we can take Ivam Indrajit. So there are many things. Okay, when the article is going for publication means I can give this article to her and we can study more about these things.
Yes. Thank you for the
Thank you,
feedback
sir.
here. Thank you, Abhi. Yes, Harini, just kindly share your feedback. Harini, Sabana, Niveta.
Now,
Yes,
Yes.
please.
so, sir, good morning, sir. I'm Niveta. So, your session was really interesting, sir. So, I learned many things from your session, and also it's really informative, sir. So, thank you for your session.
Yes.
Very good, Niveta. Thank you for your feedback. We'll appreciate you. Yes, Varshini, just kindly share your feedback, Varshini. Sapurna, right?
Yes, ma'am. It was
Yes,
wonderful,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for the detailed presentation that you did. Yeah, it is a learning for us to how actually research in topics like this. I also have followed your path only. I'll be presenting soon on my theme. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for
Okay.
being with
Thank you.
us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, children.
So this
Okay, I think everybody is there to say. So thank you. I think that's a wonderful thing. Okay, very good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much sir, for your valuable presence. Thank you so much
Yes.
for a
Okay.
wonderful
Yes. So
session.
okay.
Yes,
Will you publish in YouTube?
yes, sir. Yes, we are. Yeah, yes. It is telecasting. It is live on YouTube, sir. It is live on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't get that link also. I will say that be given to my.
Maybe after the session is over, you might got the link, sir. After the session is over, you will get the link.
Okay.
Because it will be an uploading session. So till the thing's over, it will be getting a live, and after session's over, it will be get uploaded on YouTube.
Okay. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So
Thank
God
you
bless
so
you
much.
all. Bye. See
Yes,
you. Bye bye.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Really, we got a wonderful session here. Okay, yes. Today's title is "And Women Exploration of Women Empowerment in Indian Written English, a Novel and a Drama." We have got it. Yes, and we are here to see so many presenters who would like to present their papers, their opinions in a valuable sessions here. Yes, who is the first going to present their paper? And as I told you, the interactive sessions will get a good learning. Okay, as well as this kindly is present, very much interactive and answer for the questions and everything. Please do it. Yes, first of all, I would like to call a wonderful person and my favorite too, Sapanna. I would like to call you as for the presenting
Yes,
your
ma'am.
first paper. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I would like to present my screen, ma'am. If it is
Yeah,
feasible,
sure.
please
You
let
can
me.
do it. Yes, maybe you can do it.
It will take
Is
some
there any
time,
option
please.
for you too? Maybe there will be an option for you, dear.
Ye-
Share
Yeah,
screen
ma'am. I'm
option.
trying. I'm trying.
Yes.
I'll be sharing my screen soon, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. There we will wait. Yes, you can start, dear. You can start.
Okay, I'll just share it, ma'am. Sorry for the inconvenience caused.
No, no, no. Okay.
Is the screen visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope it is audible and visible. Good morning, one and all present here. I am Shobhan Bhattacharya from Madras Christian College. I'm doing my first year Master of Arts in English Language and Literature. And it is indeed my pleasure to present in front of you a topic that has not been talked about in this century and the one before. This is the story of the women behind Rabindranath Tagore. It's an untold story that we have never experienced. It is about a family and the women they have produced who have remained unsung, but they have done a lot for their society and they have worked a lot to inspire the greatest of the poets, Rabindranath Tagore. So if we look into Mark Twain's quote, as it says, behind every successful man, there is a woman. For Tagore, it is not a woman. There were around 9 women. Amidst them, I have selected 5 women who have impacted Tagore's life greatly. So let me tell you a story in the beginning. This story is about a family. The story is about a family. They were Kushari Brahmin, and they were from the Bardwan district of West Bengal. Initially, they had a very humble beginning, and as they grew up, they became the reason for the Bengali Renaissance that happened during that age. So I'm talking about the Tagore family, the family in which Tagore took birth, the family which produced stream of men and women who became social reformers, who became businessmen, and also the best of the artists. It is also the same family which gave Mother Earth the first, which gave Asia the first Nobel laureate in the field of literature. So if we have to, if we try to focus on Rabindranath Tagore and the salient features that he had in his writing, that will help us to conclude or look into the matter on how these women, in a way, helped Tagore to build his psyche, his artistic psyche. I hope I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible. Just go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So how they helped Tagore to develop his artistic psyche. So you can see all the 5 women that whom I've selected. I'll get into the detail after this. So yeah. So this is the Tagore family. Please follow my cursor. This is Prince Dwarkanath Tagore, who was Rabindranath Tagore's grandfather. He was a rich landowner and also had the best of the businesses in Kolkata, for which he got the Jora Shako Thakurbari. But Thakurbari, I mean the household in which the Tagore family resided. This is Devendranath Tagore. This is Devendranath Tagore, Tagore's father, who was inclined towards spirituality, and he was the person who was responsible for the freedom that the women had in their household. Then in the next picture, I have 2 brothers of Rabindranath Tagore, Satyendranath Tagore and Jyotirindranath Tagore. They were elder brothers of Rabindranath Tagore. And now the women about whom I want to talk. This is Gyanadanandini Devi. This is Kadambini Devi. And the next picture is of Tagore. You can see this is Rabindranath Tagore in his young age, around 22 when he was 27. this was a picture that was taken with his wife Mrinalini Devi, and this is about the family in which Tagore belonged. So right in terms of the male impact on Tagore, the male population of the Tagore family, how they impacted Tagore in building his artistic psyche. There's a lot of work in that. I want to focus much on the women who had a great role in Tagore's life. Now, how did that happen? That is what I'm going to talk about. The first woman in Tagore's life was Kadambari Devi. Kadambari Devi has been the topic of discussion for many years because of the controversial end that she faced in her life. So the picture that I have here is of Kadambari Devi. She was Jyotirindranath Tagore's wife, Tagore's elder brother. And when she married, she was just 9 years old, and Tagore was 7 years old. So they became the best of playmates. And as they grew up, their artistic sensibility, their way of looking into art developed into a greater stage. So I would like to quote Dr. Prashanta Kumar Paul, who is a critic, and he has a lot of works in terms of Tagore and the related study that is there. Dr. Paul says that Kadambari Devi, she developed a literary sensibility which enabled her to give feedback to Tagore's creation. Now, this is very weird. A housewife simply giving a legend like Tagore suggestions on how he should write his poetry. So indirectly, we can say that she inspired Tagore in writing the poetry that he did in his earlier days. She was illiterate till she came to the Tagore household, and Rabindranath Tagore's father, Devendranath Tagore, ensured that she gets her education done in the household. And once she got that, she critically looked into Tagore's works. In many of the excerpts, in this particularly is a poem that Tagore wrote. This is the manuscript of the poem that Tagore wrote to Kadambari Devi. And at the age of 19 years, Tagore wrote a poem and elocuted it in a public gathering where he dedicated this poem and said, "Kadambari Devi, thou art the golden beacon of my life." This was the level of inspiration that Tagore had. But as this relationship grew, it cannot, if we look with a narrow perspective, this can be considered to be a scandal. But it is not. It is an artistic sharing of their own soul, which made Tagore and Kadambari Devi's relationship very pure. So on that perspective, it became very controversial, and the society was claiming that you are having a relationship or a romantic relationship with your sister-in-law. So with all those allegations, and also after that, Tagore got married with Mrinalini Devi. Kadambari Devi was deeply hurt, and she was in agony, and she committed suicide at a very young age. And that actually ended the relationship that Tagore had with her. I would like to mention one song, and I would sing one song of Tagore. It is a Ravindra Sangeet. You can check it. It is called, one is Amar Praner Pore Chole Gelo She. It means like the one who is the most precious in my life, the most pure thing in my heart, she left, and for that I am agonized. And the second song Tagore composed when he was in the adolescent age, and it's a song called Bhalobeshe Shokhi Nibhrite Jotone Amar Namti Likho Tomar Moner Mundire. It means, with love, my love, write my name in the inner sanctum of your heart. It goes like this: ভালোবেসে সখী নিভৃতে যতনে আমার নামটি লিখো তোমার মনের মন্দিরে. It goes like this. And once she died, Tagore was deeply hurt. Tagore was completely moved by the death of Kadambari Devi, and he had a friend named C.F. Andrews, and to that person he mentioned his agony in the letters that he sent. I have quoted that letter in my paper, and he said, like, as if I have lost the freedom of my heart. So how did Kadambari Devi impact? Now, if you look into Tagore's salient features, non-conformity and freedom was one of the chief features that Tagore had in his literature. Kadambari Devi inspired Tagore in that psyche. So indirectly, we can say Kadambari Devi was responsible for Tagore's development. To the next person is Mrinalini Devi. Mrinalini Devi was Tagore's wife. At the age of 9, she was married to Rabindranath. As soon as she was married, her father-in-law, Rabindranath Tagore, Tagore's father, arranged for her education in Loreto House. And after that, there was a great Sanskrit scholar called Hirambachandra Vidyaratna, who tutored her in Sanskrit. So what happened with that? She was well versed in English and Sanskrit, being a housewife of one of the most prominent family in that phase. So what she did was she translated Katha Upanishad. Katha Upanishad is a Hindu mythological book, and the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. She translated it, and that book is still there in the library of Shantiniketan. If you must know that in Vishwabharati University or Shantiniketan, these things are kept with good, like they are retained, they are preserved well. She even had a reading habit, which was well mentioned by her daughter in her records. Her daughter's name was Meera Devi. She says, a table lamp is burning in the second floor veranda of Shantiniketan. There is an English novel in my mother's hand. She is translating it to my grandmother. So how big is that? Being a housewife of that age, she was way ahead of her time. But because a lot of attention was not paid to her work, her story has remained untold. So we have pictures of Tagore and his wife, and this is a letter that Tagore sent to his wife. He was in Shahjahanpur in June 1891. Tagore sent this, and in this is a witty reply that Mrinalini Devi gave back to Tagore, that like Tagore said, "You're not replying to my letters properly." So Mrinalini Devi at that point itself said, "I am busy with my works that I have. I am doing translations. I'm not that jobless, if that is right to quote, like busy with my zamindari, busy with your. I'm not like you. I'm not a zamindar. For that reason, I'm focusing on my studies." It's very sweet, and it is also the reflection that she was way ahead of her time. She was educated in multiple languages, and that reflected in her works. The next woman is Swarna Kumari Devi. So we are asked to talk about novels. From here onwards, I'm going to mention about novels. Swarna Kumari Devi was Tagore's elder sister. Swarna Kumari Devi did not go to school. She was tutored. They had private tutoring system in Jorachako mansion, the Tagore household. At the age of 13, she got married, but that didn't stop her growth of artistic psyche. In 1886, she established the first women's organization in Bengal. It's called Sakhi Samiti. Sakhi Samiti, the name was given by Tagore himself. She also founded the Ladies Theosophical Society in Calcutta. She was an editor of Bharati. Bharati was a monthly literary journal that was run by Tagore family, and she edited it for 30 years. She had contribution in expanding the Bengali terminologies. She works as a lexicographer. She also had impact in Indian National Congress, and she had authored around 25 books, 25 novels, and including plays, and I'm going into the breakup, and 24 scientific essays, which she titled under a single volume of book, which is called Prithvi Utpatti. You can see in this part, this book was based on scientific concepts which were very remote to the women of that age. So it is egalitarian. It has to be considered egalitarian. This was the cover of Bharati. During that time, Swarala Devi, the successor of Swarna Kumari Devi, took over this magazine. So about the work she had done, the first novel that she wrote, it is called Deep Nirban. And for this book, she was considered to be the first Bengali novelist amidst the Bengalis of that age. And after that, she kept on writing books like Meva Raj, Chinna Mukul, Malati. She wrote her own opera, Vasant Utsav, Deva Kautuk, Pak Chokro, and finally the scientific essay is called Prithvi. She also had composed 300 songs. We know that around 2,500 plus songs have been composed by Tagore, but her sister was there in the shadows who had composed 300 songs by herself. The next person in the list is Gyanadanandini Devi. Gyanadanandini Devi was again sister-in-law of was the eldest sister-in-law of Tagore. She married Satyendranath Tagore, the eldest brother of the Tagore of Tagore's generation. She was the first woman to cross Avarod. Now, what is Avarod? Avarod is a principle or a predestined rule that was prescribed to the women of Tagore household, that once you marry, you have to stay inside the household and you cannot cross the threshold. Once you die, your dead body will pass. Once you have come here, you cannot leave that place. She was the first woman who left the Tagore household with his husband, thereby destroying the misogynistic Bengali idea that was there during that time. Thereby, we can consider her to be one of the greatest women social reformer in the Tagore family. Now, one interesting thing, she was the mind behind Brahmika saris. So what are Brahmika saris? Normally, if we look into the Indian way of wearing a sari in North India, a sari is 8 meters long, and it is the woman normally wears it in six, like she folds it in 6 way and simply puts it on herself. Now, in case of the Brahmika sari, she merged 2 ways of wearing sari. One is the Atpaude pattern, which means in 8 rounds you wear it, and the other is the Parsi pattern that she learned in Maharashtra when she went with her husband there for settling down there as she crossed the Avarod, as I mentioned. So in this case, the old style was not scientific. It was without disturbing the elegance of women's appearance. By forming pleats, it was tucked in the waist and gave women an easier way to move. That itself is a great innovation. Now into our concern, literary works. Gyanadanandini also introduced the nuclear setup of the family. Apart from the family, she was also part of the theatre. Tagore family had a rich heritage of theatre that they had. So she was the first of the women who featured in theatre. As we know, for Shakespeare, during the plays of Merchant of Venice initially, women were not allowed in the theatre. Now we can see a little bit of change in Victorian era also. The contemporary period to Tagore was Victorian era. In Victorian era also, women were not that allowed, and they were considered lewd. But here, Gyanadanandini came up and took up the charge to be the women representative of theatre. She also assisted Tagore in directing multiple plays that Tagore did, including many notable ones: Swarna Mrigaya, Valmiki Pratibha. These are all many prominent plays. She assisted him in those. And then comes the literary work. The first and most prominent thing that I haven't mentioned here is she released a journal, an article called Criticism on the British Empire and Patriotism. She was that brave on that age that she presented this paper in front of the world. It suggested the Congress Party. The Congress Party was not formed at that time. We can see a lot of row these days in terms of India and the coalition. She said that if you want to move out British of this country, you have to form a party which will have a lot of representation, which will have the entire India under it. So she was the one who pioneered the concept of Congress Party at that time. And now to her works. So Criticism on the British Empire and Patriotism is a very prominent work. In Bengali, it is called Ingrej Birod and Ingrej Birod or Shadhinota. It goes like that. And then comes the first children's literary magazine that she published, Balok. She wrote 2 plays for children, Tak Dumadhum and Saad Bhai Champa. It sounds very funny. And finally, she wrote her autobiography, which says Smriti Katha or Purathani. So what about these journals, the one that we saw for Shwanakumari Devi Bharati, and now Balok. This gave Tagore the platform to release his poems. The most important thing for an artist or a researcher or a scholar is to get a platform to publish their works. The only assurance that his family members could give is this platform, Balok, the one before Bharati. Tagore released endless number of his poems and works and articles, short stories, novels, plays in these versions of the magazines. And thereby, we can say that these women supported Tagore in developing the poet in him. After that, we'll go to Indira Devi. Indira Devi was Gyanodanandini Devi's daughter. She was one of the most favorite niece of Tagore, and she shared a special bond with Tagore as the most number of letters that can be found from Chinnopatra Boli. Chinnopatra Boli are it's a collection of letters that Tagore sent to I have referred to those letters only while doing my research. Multiple letters that Tagore sent to all of his family members. So Indira Devi sent the most letters to the most letters are found Indira Devi sent the most letters to Tagore, and Tagore did so. And they faced a lot of consequences for that too. I'll come to that later. She was trained in Indian classical and Western music. She learned pure Hindustani classical, and on the other side, she learned Western. She could play piano, sitar, violin proficiently. She did her studies initially from Shimla and then in Calcutta. She was one of the first women in Kolkata to hold the BA examination degree of Kolkata University. She did her diploma in music from Trinity College of Music, and finally she came back. She came back to the country, and she contributed she's noted to score almost 200 songs. The Swaralipi means the notations that are given, the quotations that are given to a song, which swar you need to use. So all the songs that Tagore had, 200 of them got the voice through Indira Devi. Indira Devi, the pictures that I have here, this picture shows Indira Devi acting in Valmiki Pratibha with Tagore. This one also is from one play. She got featured multiple times. Being Tagore's favorite, Tagore featured her in multiple plays, and she also helped Tagore, also motivated Tagore to go ahead. Tagore faced a lot of deaths in his life, in his lifetime. Initially, mother died very early, then Kadambari Devi, then Mrinalini Devi. A lot of people died and simply left Tagore devastated. So that is another theme that can be found in Tagore's work. And finally, the two themes that are there, which came from the belief of God, as Tagore saw God in these women. If we refer to Kalika Purana and also Devika Purana, Devi is considered to be the one who reproduces the entire system but has got no origin of her. So we can consider these women to be the source of inspiration, to be the source of artistic psyche that Tagore got. After this, I would like to get into the discussion of this particular paper, and I would like to get point of views from my fellow presenters who are there, and also everybody who are present here. So why are they walking in the shadows? If we consider, so why am I talking about this? What do you think? What happened to these women? Initially, they published a lot of their works. They became famous, but because the society of that time was patriarchal, it is still now, but it was very misogynistic and it was very suppressing. For that reason, once one edition of their works were published, after that, purposefully, skillfully, the republication of their works were banned. They were not allowed to publish their works again. Now, while I was researching for this paper, I tried to find a lot of letters because I have seen them in the museum, and when I went to Shantiniketan, I saw them. But when I searched in internet, either they are not found or they are found in a very dilapidated format. Why? By doing this, they still the present society is pushing them under the soil. They are simply suppressing the women who were there. And in the comparison that I can draw from here is the Victorian society of that time. The Victorian society of that time also had people like George Eliot, who had her pen name because she couldn't reveal herself as she was a woman, and also Charlotte Bronte, Jane Austen. All of these women couldn't actually like in their lifetime they actually couldn't step out of the shadows in which they were. Similar things happened to the women in Tagore family. Now, what I want through this paper is to rediscover them. Now we are reading Jane Austen because this rediscovery happened in the time between, and that's the solution and conclusion that I can draw from this paper. The works of these women should be translated in English so that it can be universalized. You are seeing their point of views in Tagore's work, but they did it for themselves, and Tagore got inspired. So what happened is they got simply sidelined by the magnanimous overshadow of the Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, but their works never got the surface, their works never got celebrated. So not only the translation should take place, along with the translation, there should be publication also. The letters that are there, why should they be in the museum? Why should they not come to the internet? Why should people not see what the level of intellect, the extensive knowledge that they had? So through my paper, the only objective that I had was to give agency to the unheard voices of that age, simply to bring out the dead out of the grave, because they are just not normal women of the then Bengali society. They were great social reformers. They were the real reason why the Renaissance period happened. They were the reason why Tagore became an artist of one of a kind artist in the entire world. So they should get their voices. And that's all of my presentation. I would like to thank everybody who were there with me in the entire presentation. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, really, it is a wonderful session. Really, it is too informative. I mean, really impressed of your. First of all, impressed with your song. First of all, and then the wordings and your information. So everything is too good. Really, it is impressed. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep doing.
Thank you.
Keep rocking
Thank
all
you.
the time like this. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good.
Thank you.
Great. Yes. Yes. Any queries? Good. Let us move to the next person, and who is willing to present for the next? Yes? Who is willing to present? Just kindly call out the name, dear. Just kindly call out the name. Hari, just kindly call the next name. This who is willing to present their paper. The conference. women are suppressed towards a society. By the way, we can say it. By the way, through this character, this author made the female character as a central character, and we can see how the people are suppressed and how they want to face all those things and come out of it. But we can say it. And this character brings the goddess Lakshmi into the life by denoting the characters of with each other. Okay, so it is a reminder that the devotee of the Lakshmi is a resemblance of the every girl which around in our country. And we can say we all know Mahabharata. It's a famous epic. There is a part we have taken. Chitra Banerjee ma'am who have taken this part as a Palace of Illusions. We can see the most central figure of the myth, the central character, and how they have taken part as miscreant Gauravas to the host of the story, the Krishna. The women had already been regulated the role of mother and wife and spectre of anything. And all about but one, a Draupadi, the wife of all five Pandavas, who had to bear all the brunt of the rivalry with the incident of the careful strategist to the insult her. And she was left to victim whose insult was avenged by her husbands in the war of the Kurukshetra. In Chitra Banerjee's The Palace of Illusion, the entire story enters out the Draupadi's perspective. By the way, the author wants to show how the women are facing the difficulties from the ancient times until now. And her unfair participation, a right for the betrothal to the five Pandavas to have fire tests, and her survival in a male-dominant universe. The powerful moving read and especially the plot of everybody who possibly enjoy the perspective of the Sita sings the blueprint likewise. And we can say, yes, already Sabarna has discussed, and there is a Charlata, there is a famous work by the Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, it is aloofness of became susceptible of the charm of another man. And Tagore Charlata is one of the most famous heroine in Indian literature, thanks to how sensitive he handled the topic. Rather, the painted a picture of demonic and ungrateful woman. He created one of the most a wonderful character showing the complexity of women, something that often surpasses that the male, but he is never given chance to try. And he never judges her mirroring white. Her made normally be in society undertaking judgment, especially if done by the women of portraying. Okay, so don't ever think that the novels, the whatever, not only in India, but whatever the writing piece we are getting into, the novel, a drama, and the portraying of the character is not an imaginary one. It is not a fantasy. The people who are looking into the society, and it reflects everybody's life. Am I right? Even we can say the like in a famous epic, we can see who is the main Draupadi's character. We can see there is one character who's in the ancient days has suffered a lot as the same is compared to literature. So don't ever think those characters are imaginary and just this is fascinating the people. It is for reflecting the human's life, the people's life into a words. So we have to give a voice towards it. It's comparatively, it's really now it is working and fine, but still some more rights has to be raised. Okay, and through this conference, really it is happy to give a voice and give a revolutionary part for the women empowerment. Yes, Honorable, thank you so much for giving me a wonderful opportunity. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello. This whom you want to present your paper, just kindly just tell us, just intimate us. By the way, you can present in email and we can wind up the conference as well. Anybody willing to present your paper? Anybody? Yes? Varshini? Varshini willing to present your paper, Varshini? Okay. She could not able to take any decision. So in the final, she in the end she cannot able to without the education she cannot able to run her life without depending her husband. So in this novel, Savitri. Yes, Vishnu Bharati, is there any problem with your audio, dear? Is there a network issue for your end? Okay, our paper is conference going to end. Is there anybody willing to participate, or let us wind up the session? Hello, ma'am. Yes, yes, you're audible, dear. Just go ahead.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you're audible. Go ahead.
Is that echoing?
No.
Okay then. And just sorry, ma'am. Just a minute.
Sabana Afrin would like to present your paper, dear. Sabana Afrin? Okay, we are in the end of the session. Session is going to end. Yes? Anybody willing to? Oh, okay, yes.
Shall I start now, ma'am?
Yes. You're muted. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Yes, I'm really sorry. I have
Okay,
few
no problem.
network issues here, so I just
Yes, go ahead.
okay. My paper is all about the women empowerment in Sashi Deshpande's various novels. So the famous novelist Sashi Deshpande and what are her views on women empowerment. So my paper is all about a general view on what are her perspectives towards women empowerment and how she reflected it in her novels. Yes, the term empowerment, it means that act or a way of empowering somebody. So now here comes the women empowerment. So that means making them aware and cautious about their duties and what are the rights they have, so they can play an equal role in the society. So, and in Indian society, women are not treated equally, so that they are maltreated and sometimes misbehaved and considered inferior to men. It is rooted from the Indian customs, and it is major problem. These are the major problem in a woman's life in various part of her stories. So, moreover, an empowerment meant for freedom of mind and freedom of spirit and thoughts and ideas of women. So it shows that women is not subordinate of man, but she is equal living being like a man. So they both are equal. Both the genders are equal. And coming to the Indian literature, it displays as far as it displays the specimen of women empowerment. Sashi Deshpande and some other novels are famous female writers in Indian literatures who shows various perspectives in their novels. So they both are the famous ones, Sashi Deshpande and Charlotte Bronte. So there is it in many examples about women that they are strong, bold, and brave female protagonists who set the examples of self-destiny, self-identity, independent in their lives, how to live independently in their lives. So their female characters never bow before any man that is in their oppression, and they have many struggles in their lives. So these are the famous side or a famous view that is reflected in their novels and many other works. So many women writers have given literary work. They depict the world of rich women. They have given importance for the investigation of socio-cultural distinctiveness and deep insensitive women. And also, these authors portray modern India women about a modern India women that they are aware of their basic needs and problems. They portray themselves so in a way that it motivates its readers, especially the women, as well as aware men about this. So they classify the women because they may work for her own empowerment by breaking away the restraints, or they may stick to the traditional bondages if they don't break their restrictions and come out independently. So Sashi Deshpande, as I told you, she's a renowned writer, and some of her works include. You can refer once the conference gets over. So some of her works include The Dog Holds No Terror, That Long Silence. So these two novels has won a Satya Academy Award and few other small remedies also. So taking back to my presentation, and the next, so in these type of novels that I mentioned right now, they exposed some outdated position of women. That means in a traditional way, in the times they have written the novels, the situation around the environment is that the women are oppressed and uh, say that I have told you they are subordinate to man. So this was the view when they have written the novel, when the time they written the novel. So in that time, it is an outdated position for women in their perspective. Their perspective is an outdated position for women, and they shows that she always revolves around a family circles. Okay, and her novel depicts some patriarchal background. I mean, Sashi Deshpande's novel depicts some patriarchal background and plight of modern women in present era. And she also presents a society's reality and how women look into it and what's their perspective and how they are grown and brought up in such societies.
And also, her female characters also perform not only the protagonist but also perform some other side roles. That is, they can be the sister of the main character, they can be the wife of the main character, or a mother, or any other character that still revolt against conventional and male-oriented society world. Not only the protagonist, but all other female characters in the story. And she also describes women with an ideal, with some sacrifices, patience, and devotion, and silent sufferings. This is how these authors describe their female characters. And next to it, feminism. Feminism is an original part in the modern intellectual and literary discourse. It is purely reflected in Sashi Deshpande's various novels. She has described Indian culture as the major subject of her fictional writing. And also, she introspected about the silence of women in the society, because she insists on the consciousness against the repression of the women in the patriarchal society. And also, Sashi Deshpande has been treated as second status from the past years, because she has received a reputation because she has thrown light on women's issues. And women are marginalized and dominated in the society. A few chances are provided for their welfare. A woman is combating for the well-being of her children, husband, and family. But man makes partiality about women, about the treatment with equal terms. Although a woman works for her family, works for her children, but the man, even their husbands, even in the people in the surrounding, makes a partiality in the family. Whatever she works in her family, there is a partiality exists. And also, uh, the image of women from those days till now, the image of a woman is always portrayed by the man in the society, by the man, because still in some cases the patriarchal society existed. So mostly the image of a woman is constructed by a man, and their impact and their effects on their growth and empowerment. So, and coming to the few of the novels that I mentioned, she concentrated on the theme of unimportance of a woman and some sexual confusions that are suffered by some women in the traditional society. It's all about the traditional society and what are the operations they had. And she also portrays some of her life incidents that can be said as the sequence of traps that she faced while in a marriage. So she has also tried to throw light on women's images with her best efforts. So with her best efforts in her writings. I hope you all refer both the books that I have suggested, because they are really good. Please take a look at it. And thank you for patiently listening to my presentation. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
It's a wonderful session, dear. It is information is too good. Really, it's impressive. Yes, anybody would like to present your papers, or shall I wind up the conference? Anybody? Yes, let us wind up the session, dear. Just hurry up. Proceed. Yes, really, it is. We have seen so many wonderful sessions and informations by some of the presenters as well as by the chief guest. And really, it's good. Yes. Okay, it's time for wind up our session. Okay, let us start. Allude by and conclude by or the word of thanks. Yes. Yes, Hari, just please proceed, dear. We'll wind up the session.
Okay, ma'am. And before that, I would like to just have a feedback session from all the participants, a small feedback session on their experience about presenting the paper in this conference. Anyone can just share their feedback now.
Yes.
Presenting the paper, they would have had some other new experience once they overcome their fear. So they can share it.
Anybody willing to? Anybody? Ramya?
It was wonderful, ma'am, to be with Lingua. It was indeed a pleasure on my part to do
Thank you so much.
this topic. I wanted to do it for a long time. Thank you for giving me the platform. Thank you.
Yes, really, it's amazing. Really, your paper, it's been a very good, very good. It's impressed everyone. for the listening to it. Yeah, really, it's
Looking
good.
forward to
Keep
the
talking all the time.
Yes, ma'am. Looking forward to obligation.
Yes, yes, dear. Yes, we can. Yes, Hari, just go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. And also, there's a small surprise for the participants. Shall I?
Yes.
Okay. So, and also I want to share my feedback too. It's really amazing. I've seen so many new people, and everyone who presented their paper, it's really a blasting. For example, if you take example of a cracker, if you just light it up, there will be 2 seconds of silence, and then it blasts suddenly. And that's how I have seen everybody's presentation. There was a kind of nervous, but they got into it. They just blasted. It's so really unexpected. And uh, getting putting together all the hard works and the efforts, and it's time to meet the best paper award. As we mentioned earlier, the best paper award, and I'm all excited to know what the best presenters.
Yes, reveal this.
Yes, and it was chosen by ma'am. Yes, so and it would be the best if ma'am announces that. Sunanda's announces that. Yes, please, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. The first presenter award goes to Soparna because his blasting performance makes everyone's impressed, like his others said. So he got the first best presenter award. And second, I would like to announce the Abhi and Nitya for their lead role and their way of presenting though it is a first presentation, they have done a very great job on presenting their paper in a very good way. Really, it is appreciative. So Abhi and Nitya from Vidya College, and they got the second prize of the best presenter award. Yes, and Sapana from Madras College, Christian College, they got a first presenter award. Yes, excellent work, dear. Just keep
Thank
talking
you.
all the time, and God bless.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, and we'll issue the certificate. We'll courier your hard copy of the certificate plus trophy today, and you will receive by tomorrow in your college. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's a pleasure. Yes. Anything would like to share your feedback sessions? How the sessions of Sapana, Abhi, and Nitya would like to share anything regarding this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Abhi. Go
Ma'am,
ahead.
at the starting, I was really nervous that as already mentioned, that it was my first paperwork. But I thought it would be, how to say, there will be many questions asked. What if I don't know to answer? And I felt those things, and I was very nervous to attend the meeting. But however, I finished my first paperwork, and maybe the one mistake I did, as already said, I could not go into too deep or too narrow things as my fellow mates done it. Maybe for the next time, I have gained a new experience, and I have gained I have seen many other fellow mates presentations, so that my next paperwork or next presentation will be good more than this. That's the thing. That's the one thing which is I'm taking home.
Yes, great.
Thank
And
you.
just I request everyone to please be connected towards the same group because entire year, because I will be updating whatever the new events or whatever it will be, and I will update those things in the group also. Okay, just please be connected. Yes, Nitya or Sapuna would like to share anything?
As I said, ma'am, it was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm delighted.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Niveta? Okay, so we can wind off the sessions. Harya, we can wind off.
Mom will actually thank you for a huge opportunity. Why? Because it's my first conference. It's first webinar for me. I was at starting. I was so nervous, as you'll see in my speech. But after that, when I started to present my presentation, it was a little bit okay, fine. I'm fine with it. So I managed, and at present, I'm quite so excited. Actually, I'm so happy to see you all, and thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, everyone. and again I'm here to present the vote of thanks. First, our gratitude towards the Almighty for His support throughout the conference, which made it remarkable, auspicious, and really a grand success, I can say. Our sincere thanks to our chief guest, Professor M. Amalraj sir, for making this conference splendid and inspiring. Our sincere appreciation and thanks to the teacher present at this conference, because definitely it is their guidance that made the students spectacular. Last but not the least, are marvelous presenters of today's event. Thank you all. And now we can end the session by standing for national anthem. Yes, ma'am, please.
Yes. Yes, 1 minute, dear, 1 minute.
Yes.
तब शुभ नामे जाति तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे जय जन गायक जय भारत माता
Yes, everyone. We will. Your papers will be published as soon, and we will send you the hard copy of the book to your college, representative college, and we will issue the certificates also along with that. And as well as, and if you have any queries, you can contact through my personal number, and we are here to help you. And here now, let us find out. And for only for the best presenter certificate and as well as for the trophy, we will send you through courier today, and you will get it by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, according to your place. Okay, and we will see in our next conference or if there is any event. And let us wind off. Bye, everyone. Stay healthy.
Ma'am,
stay
I have a
happy.
doubt, ma'am.
God bless you. Bye. Yes, dear. Yes.
Ma'am, you said the best presenter award will get the trophies day after by tomorrow, but we are not in our college, ma'am. We are in our internship programs. Mostly it will be
Okay.
with our faculty members, right?
Yeah, maybe if you send me the address, maybe I will send you because because it's up to you while telling me the address because I wanted to reach you.
Okay, ma'am. Then I will give you my address to your personal number, ma'am.
Send me the address to my personal number. We will send you.